Welcome back, everybody. Christian here from KQ Fitness. I was thinking about last week's workout and the week before that for our workout of the week. And we use equipment for that. We still do. As I mentioned on my site, we use TRX. We use Bodyweight primarily. But I want to make a workout today that's inclusive of everybody. Okay, so we're going to ditch the TRX. Just going to need your body today. In fact, I don't even have a workout mat today because I'm going to go bare bones equipment. Just got a little cardboard box, cut it in half, spread it out so it's the length of a yoga mat, and that's going to be my workstation for today. Of course, you feel free to use whatever you got, but if you don't, hopefully this serves as some inspiration as to what you can do without exercise equipment. Okay, because not everybody has access to that. All right, so today we're going to go through a similar circuit to last week and the previous week. We're going to go with two different circuits. Total body circuit. First 4 exercises. We're going to go through them in order. I'm going to walk you through them. 30-second workload, 15-second recovery. Take a minute break after that round. We'll do it again 2 more times. That's the first half of class. And we'll move on to this next round, set of exercises. 4 exercises again, 30-second workload, 15-second recovery, 1 minute break at the end of each round. All right? That's going to be our sequence for today. So we got 8 moves total. Let me walk you through those really quickly. So since we're going all body weight today, what better one than to include good old-fashioned push-up? Let's add a little spiciness to it. Spice it up a little bit. You're going to come down to a push-up. Let's pick this out of here. So you're probably asking why I have that water bottle there in the front. Because I'm going to come down to a push-up, and I'm going to center myself so I have 3 points of contact with the ground so I can reach out front and I'm going to touch that water bottle. Push-up. Touch the water bottle. Alternate each time as you finish that 30-second round. Good old-fashioned push-up and reach. Move number 1. After that, set that off to the side, whatever object you have. So you can use anything for that. Again, don't need equipment for it. You got Superman flies next. Lying flat on your mat or your cardboard box. Hands are out to your side, pretending like you're going to fly over the city like you're Superman. We're doing Superman flies. When I say up, I'm going to go up. I'm going to lift myself up here. Hands out to your side. If you're looking for a little extra challenge in the shoulders, put the hands out in front of here. Resting on the ground, you're going to lift up. Feet come off the ground. Hands come off the ground. At your highest point here, even the chest comes off the ground, so the only thing that's touching is your core and your hips. Right? Core and groin area. Set it back down. Lift up. Back down. Up. Back down. That's a Superman fly. After that, I'll switch gears here to get the heart rate up a little bit more. I'm going to do what's called frog kickouts. So frog kickout, imagine like a frog. When a frog jumps, it has a wide stance. Okay, when you do froggers in yoga, you've got a wide stance of the knees and the hips. You can do the same thing here. So your starting point is going to be up here near your hands. You're basically going to drop down into like a wide squat. So your hands hit the ground. Kick it out to like a wide plank. Feet position stay the same width. Bring it back in. Here. Here, here. So you want a little extra challenge here? Reset up here, like you're going to start your lowest point of your squat. Reach down, kick it back. Here, kick it back. Frog kickouts. After that, we're going to stand it up to end the round. Another pull motion called YTWs. So we're essentially drawing letters like we did with the TRX before with our arms. Bent over row position to start. Chest forward. Back straight, hips back, pelvis tilted forward, butt behind the heels. So I'm right here. I'm going to draw my Y first. Come up. So up here, creating a diagonal shape like this in my finish position as I'm in that bent over row position. And then I'm going to go T. I'm going to point my thumbs towards the sky. So remember, think T, think thumbs towards the sky. And then W. This is a W. Here, bring your hands out. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Draw those elbows back. Hands follow. That's your W. So point those elbows to the sky on the W. So in terms of what's pointing to the sky, the Y, back of your hand. The T, your thumbs. And the W, back of your elbows. All right, that's our first half. Next one, I'm going to shift gears here to a compound exercise. So this is one that has 2 different movements in one. You're going to squat, take a step back. I'm going to take one foot off the ground. I'm going to take a wide step back behind me, lining my heels up, even though my foot is in the back is perpendicular to the front. Bring it to a lateral lunge. Back to a squat, so hip width and shoulder width apart. Line those heels up again in my furthest stance. Lunge, squat, lunge. All right? So the further you take a step back, the more comfortable that lateral lunge would feel. So from right here, when I'm coming up from my squat, I'm already transitioning to a wide step back so I can really lean into that lunge. And of course, with a lunge, same as a squat, keep that butt down behind the heels as you lower yourself down, keeping the chest up, core tight. After that, we're going to come down to the ground, flat on our butt, knees off the ground, and do what's called spider taps. I'm going to show you a couple angles here. So you're going to start with your hips off the ground, butt off the ground. You're going to be in a bent knee position like this, hands firmly planted into the ground underneath your shoulders. I'm going to reach out to an extension up like this with my right foot, extending my right leg. I'm going to reach with my opposite hand. Full extension, fingertips touch the toes, back down. It's called a spider tap. Reaching across at the extension. Now you really got to keep that core tight, or else if I don't, I'm going to fall down, move from side to side. We want to limit that twisting of the hips from side to side. So center yourself here. Keep that core tight as you reach across. Spider taps. Side view. Full extension of that leg. Point the toe up, reach with that hand. Opposite side, and so forth. After that, we got side hip touchdowns. Side plank position. Stack your feet, stack your knees, stack your hips to start. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Press up off the ground. So I've lined up my joint, shoulder. You can look at this joint, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Touch down, touch the mat or your cardboard box. Come back up. Try to keep the shoulders square to me, okay? So that's going to help you with that posture. You don't want to be right here as you're pushing up. You want to be right here, facing me. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, last one. Using the length of my cardboard box here to do, it's called a bear lateral walk. So we're going to start in bear position. This is your start to a bear crawl. Hands below the shoulders, knees off the ground, right below the hips. And I'm going to move laterally. So I'm going to take a step with my left foot and my left hand at the same time. Keeping that back tabletop neutral. Step, 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 and back for the full 30 seconds. So there are several moving parts here. Very important that you keep that core tight because each time you move, you might want to change that position up a little bit. Just think back to where you started. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, knees off the ground, toes curled in, and do your movement back and forth. Alrighty, folks. That is our sequence here today. We're going to go ahead and start it up. 2-minute warm up. And after that, we're going to take about 27 minutes, get you through this power workout for today. All right. As I mentioned, no equipment necessary. Get my handy dandy timer here. Make sure you got some water nearby. There's the countdown. All right, we're going to go ahead and warm it up. Let's do some jumping jacks here. Got the nice warm sun beating down on me. So I'm already warmed up. Yeah, make sure you do though, because I don't know where you're doing this workout. Maybe you're enjoying the outdoors. Maybe you're inside. Maybe you're in your garage. You know, a lot of people that converted their garage into a fitness center during this pandemic. All right, I'm going to switch gears here. We're going to go knee tucks here, knee towards the chest. Alternating, pulling up with the hands. Coming up on a minute to go on our warm-up here. And remember, we're going to start with a push-up to a reach. So make sure you got your water bottle handy, whatever item you'd wish to touch after you finish your push-up when you come back up. Okay, wide stance here. You're going to reach for the toe with the opposite hand. Come back up. Try to keep your back neutral. A little active stretch in the hamstrings, your adductors inside of the hips, and shoulders at the same time. Keep that core tight, back straight, back towards the middle here. Slap the back. Warm for that chest, warm for the shoulders at the same time. Luckily we're not doing too much lateral movement here. Hence the curse of working on a cardboard boxer. All right, folks, 10 seconds here. Go ahead and get ready. Make yourself down to the ground. Got my thing to reach. Push up and reach each time. Alternate sides that you reach with. 30-second rounds. Starts now. Push up, touch, push up, touch. So as you reach, keep that core tight so you don't twist off to the side, anything like that. You try to center your body towards the ground, facing the ground, the front side of your body. Keeping that strong plank. You're going to see an outline of my sweat today on this cardboard box. That's for sure. Break time. Quick break. Move that object to the side so it's out of your way. We won't need it till the next round. All right, we're going to start the Superman flies. Remember, flying over. Flat on the ground to start. Lift the trunk up, feet up, back down. Up, back down. So from my hips up to my stomach, the only part touching the ground and the highest part of my lift. You go out here for the extra challenge. Great job. Hang in there through that 30 seconds. There we go, that's a break. Moving on to our next move here with those frog kickouts. Hands gonna be out here in the front. Gonna start at the top of my pseudo mat. Reach down for the ground, kick it back. Wide stance of the feet, here we go. So I'm getting that extra challenge in there. Bring the hands up off the ground to start. Put them right out in front of my face. Kind of like a low squat position. So chest is forward, back is neutral. Break time, break time. Great job. All right, we're gonna stand up for the next one. Last one of the round, YTWs. Drawing the letters with our hands, right? Y, T, W. Here we go, bent over row position. Y, the palms. T, the thumbs. W, the elbows. And if you can't quite get the order down with your letters, maybe they get a little mixed. That's okay. We can make it a TYW or TWY. A lot of combinations of letters here. Make sure you keep that back neutral, core tight. Shoulder height will want to change. Great job. End of the first round here. Go ahead and grab some water if you need it. We got a minute and we're going to start right back up with the push-ups and the reach on the ground here. Doing awesome. Keep up the great work. I'm going to go ahead and prep for the next round here. Put that out in the front. Hope your day's going well so far. Hopefully so far you've gained some inspiration, at least, or some at least motivation to do a workout without any equipment. Because it's really not about the equipment of choice. It's just about the consistency, getting out there, going after it, executing it, getting that workout done. This is just a means to show that it's possible, right? We have 15 seconds here. We're going to come back down to that push-up with that reach. Got my object there ready. A water bottle. So hands below the shoulders to start. Start with our push-up. Here we go. Push-up, reach. Push-up, reach. Remember to center your weight here, so when that hand lifts off the ground, you don't go twisting away with the core. Keep that engaged. Seven seconds. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Boom. All right, next one. We got Superman flies. We're flat on your mat. Move that object out to the side. Flying it up. Here we go. Lift up, back down. Feet come up, hands come up, chest comes up, head comes up. A little extra challenge. Bring them out here to start. Lift. Now do you see the Superman reference? A little bit, right? Flying over. Imagine it's a whole city below you. Watching over it. As you lift those feet, naturally your glutes are going to want to squeeze. That's what you should be feeling. Take a break there. Get ready for our next one. Got frog kickouts. First beat of sweat to hit the cardboard box. Only how many minutes in? 7.5 minutes in. All right. Wide stance to start. Drop it down. Reach the hands to the ground. Kick it back. Back in. Very important to keep that wide stance here. Push those hips out. Almost like doing half a burpee, folks. Minus the push-up, minus the jump in there. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Great job. Finishing off the round with the YTWs. I'm going to go side profile so you can see my back and what you want to do with yours. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Draw the Y, T, W. Back of the hand, thumbs, back of elbows, pointing towards the sky. Or the roof, if you're indoors. Again, the order, the letters doesn't really matter. It's more about the execution of the form. Make sure on the W, squeeze those shoulder blades. And the T's. T's, you can do it too. Whew. Great job. Man, I'm sweating. Could be the workout, could be the temp. We don't know. Combination of both. All right, we got a minute break here. Grab some water if you need it. Grab a towel. I'll probably need a towel next time. Nope. Stop. Great job with that second round. So now you realize, as we usually do, as those sets progress, you get a chance to master the movement, build up that muscle memory. If you need to go back and rewind, you can. Check something back out, go back to the intro for a little quick demo. Whatever you need to kind of execute that. We emphasize quality over quantity. Okay? That 30-second workload is yours. Ideally, I want you to focus on the quality of your movement and master that before you progress with speed. Okay? 15 seconds. We're going to start in the push-up position here. We got our reach. We got our object out in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push up, reach. Push up, reach. Nice strong plank here in your push-up. Make sure those joints align from a side profile view. Want that shoulder, hip, knee, ankle line to be one straight one. Push through that round. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Reach. I always end the round on the reach. Always. All right. We got Superman flies next. What am I doing? I'm getting up to a standing position. Flat on the ground here. Move your object to the side. I'm going to start with the hard position. Lift up. Back down. So you can follow my pace. Go a little slower if you want. Take a break when you need to. Ideally, try to work through that round at your pace. Notice I'm pushing, exhaling as I press up. Excellent job. We got those frog kickouts next. Starting at the top of your mat or your cardboard box. And reach down towards the ground. Wide stance with the hips and the feet. Here we go. Woo. Not sure if you can see that. That sweat is flying. Hopefully I'm not the only one. Hang in there. So keep that core tight as you land in the plank. Get a little extra ab exercise in there. Doesn't hurt. Great job. Great job. YTW's next. Drawing our letters. And we're bent over row position to start. Here we go. Chest forward, back neutral. Draw the letters. Sometimes even I forget the letters. So don't worry. Just focus on the quality of those letters. Squeeze those shoulder blades in the T and the W. Core tight through the whole time. Core tight. Whew. Great job, great job. That's the end of our third set here. So we got a minute break here. So stay close, stay nearby, grab a towel if you need it, grab some water. We got the start of our next set coming up here. We got squat to a lateral lunge, spider taps, side hip touchdowns, bear lateral walk. If any of these moves you don't quite remember, during this break, set a timer. We got 44 seconds left. I want you to go back to the demo at the front really quickly just to refresh your memory. Because once it starts, we're going to go right into it. 3 sets. We're going to get it done. Okay? So you got 30 seconds to do that. You won't need an object for this round, so you can set that off to the side for good. Set it in, forget it. So the only move of this one, that's a compound movement, so 2 movements in one exercise, is the first one. So get ready for that. Squat to a lateral lunge. You're alternating which direction you face on your lateral lunge. All I want you to remember is a big step. As you transition from squat to lunge, take a big step, okay? Be generous with it. 3, 2, 1, squat, wide step, squat, wide step, okay? Squat, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, lunge. Good. That was a good one. 15 seconds here. We're going to go to spider taps. We're going to be on the ground for this one. I'm going to go this way, side view so you can see. Remember, reaching out, touching the opposite foot to hand. Here we go. Hips off the ground. Reach. Extend that knee. Reach. Keep that core tight as you reach. As you reach across, you should be feeling a little bit of a crunch there as you make your way to reach that toe. If you can't quite reach the toe, that's okay. Do your best to get close. Why don't you just focus on the form there. Notice how I create like a 90-degree angle with my hips here, where I'm hinging. Whew, good. Great job. I'm going to go right into this angle here for side hip touchdowns. So your side plank to start. Stack the joints. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. Elbow under this shoulder. Press up, down, up, down, up, down. There you go. Hang in there. We're getting ready to switch here. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Keep the shoulders square. Touch down, press back up. Shoulders facing me. Good job. All right. Side hip touchdowns are done. Now we got our bear lateral walks. I'm going to go length of the mat here and back. Hands under the shoulders, knees off the ground, toes tucked in, and we walk. Keep the flat back. Moving that foot and the hand at the same time. Keep the core tight. Hang in there. Stick with it. Coordination could be a little wonky with this one. You'd be surprised. I think it's easy. Adds up. Just trying to focus on form. Oof. Great job. All right, one round down. You got a minute here. You can use this time, grab some water, I guess they go back to the beginning, review these exercises and the execution of the form. Otherwise, if you're good, you're good. We got 2 more rounds. So that squat to the lateral lunge. Just make sure when you're stepping to your lateral lunge, keep the glutes behind the heels. The lower you go to the ground, the more that pelvis tilts. So that, remember that the drawstrings or the waistband of your shorts in the front, lower than the back. Just like with your squat, same thing. You're tilting this way. Same with the lunge, tilting this way. As I lower down, chest stays up. Spider taps. Again, if you can't reach that toe, that's okay. It's okay. I just want you to focus on the form, get close as you can. Alternating each side. Side hip touchdown. Don't forget to switch halfway through. I will remind you when 15 seconds happens. Here we go. Let's go. Squat. Other side now, lateral lunge. I want to switch it up. I want to throw my central nervous system off because it's expecting me to move the same way every time. Create a little variety in there. Mix it up. Prime for everything or anything. Okay, maybe not anything. A lot of things. More things. Why not? All right, keep your squat going. Big step behind you. Line those heels up. Great job. That means we got our spider taps next. So hands kind of under the shoulders to start. You're going to pick those hips up off the ground. You're going to reach the extension. Pick up the pace a little bit. Challenge yourself to go a little quicker. A little hamstring stretch in there too. I like to exhale when I reach. I feel like it gives me a little extra mobility there. Great job. Side hip planks next, but I'm going to go other side, face this way. Halfway through, we're going to switch sides, okay? Switch hips to touch down on. Stack those joints, touch down, press up. Keep those shoulders facing forward, facing me. You got it. Don't take any breaks here because we're going to transition anyway. Okay, go ahead and switch. Breakdance move. Press up. Stack those joints again. Face me. Shoulders and face. Great job. Set it on down. All righty, folks. Bear lateral walk. That would surprise you, I bet, didn't it? A little more challenging than it looks. Starts out easy. Gets progressively harder. Here we go. Look at me just dripping sweat here. Oh boy. Maybe you're like me. Maybe not. Don't emphasize the width of the steps too much. Just the synchronous motion of the hand and foot moving together. That's what we want. Strong tabletop position here. Whew. Great job. Step it up. Take a break. Shake it out. Do what you got to do. This minute is yours. Are you guys liking those bear lateral walks? Tough. Imagine we did a whole minute of those. No breaks. Each time that you do step to the side, though, also, just keep in mind you don't want to twist too much with the core. You want to keep that tight It helps keep your back neutral, and keeping this tight helps you move your hand and foot together in each motion, each direction. So a nice helpful tip. Just another reason why you always gotta gauge the core. It helps you move better. All right, remember we got squat to a lateral lunge first. Starting at the top of your mat or box. Remember, big step behind you. 3, 2, 1. Squat. Step. Squat. Step. Now this side, I chose to go with the same lateral lunge side to start. If anybody picked up on that. Mainly because I don't typically lead with my left. I'm like most people, like most of you probably, right hand, right leg, right side dominant. So I find myself oftentimes leading with the right side. So why not switch it up? Great job. All right, get ready for those spider taps, folks. My personal favorite. Here we go. Hinge at the hips, so it looks like a door hinge. 90 degrees, right? Reaching, core tight. Reach for that toe. Sometimes I reach it, sometimes I don't, depending on how much I want to challenge that hamstring. Woo, core tight. Keep kicking. All right. Excellent job. All right, we're going to do side plank. I'm going to switch it up again. Stack those joints. We switch at 15. Here we go. Face me. Elbows right below the shoulder. You don't want to overextend that joint. Don't take any breaks here because we're going to transition anyway to a different side. Go ahead and switch. Press up, down. We're going to take a little bit of our transition time on the next one. Get the equal time here. That's the bell, but keep going. There we go. Excellent. Good job. Get ready for that bear crawl. It's your last one. Hands below the shoulders, knees off the ground, toes tucked in, knees below the hips. Here we go. Step in, step in, step in, step in. Keep that core tight. Keep that back as neutral as you can. I know it's hard to see yourself. There's no mirror. Try to get a feel for what neutral feels like when you start and reset if you need to compare your position to your moving stance. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Great job. All right, folks. We're going to go straight into a cool down. Why not? Shake it out. Stay loose. You grab some water if you need to. Yeah, once you're done grabbing your water, we're going to start with a split stance lunge first. Bunch of deep breath here. Expand and contract your stomach here. Keep that heel as far into the ground as possible, touching down. Knees generally straight. Press through the hips here. Reach over the top. One side. Other side. On to the other side. Take a step back, split stance. Keep that back heel down. Press forward with the knee. Feel that stretch through that hip flexor and right here. Right above your quadriceps. That back heel too. Go ahead and again interlock those fingers above you. Move from side to side here. Take a step up. Interlock those fingers behind you. Go ahead and reach down towards the ground, keeping those knees as straight as you can. So you can stretch those hamstrings out. And squeezing those shoulder blades. The opening of the chest here too. Deep breaths. Bring it on back up. Point your thumbs out like we're doing the T's, but we're standing. There we go. Opening up that chest. Make it down to the ground. Child's pose. Go ahead and sit a wide stance if you can. If you can't, keep the knees closer together. We're going to go frog style. So frog pose, wide stance. Feel a nice stretch of the hips. Press through the hands. Keep the elbows extended and just breathe. Bring it on up to back to the half kneel here. I'm going to go side view. Pick one leg up with the foot. Bring the heel up towards the glute. Hold it there. Good. On down to the other side. Same thing. And back down. And you are all done for this week's workout of the week. Great job. Great work again. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our videos. That way you can see the featured video of the week, which is typically the workout of the week. So you won't miss out on it. You'll always be notified when it does happen. And be sure to check out some of our other videos that we got, some other content just in terms of improving your squat mechanics, your hinge mechanics. Maybe you want some inspiration for other leg-based exercises. Feel free to check them out. Again, this is Christian from KQ Fitness. It's been a pleasure.
If you enjoyed the content of this video, go ahead and tap that link at the bottom. Subscribe to our channel, KQ Fitness. You can also reach out to me directly. Find my contact info on our About page for questions and information about one-on-one training with myself. Appreciate you all.